Hi, this is Virginia Gordon, a licensed counselor, and you're listening to the Teen Pod Podcast, sharing hope for all of us who desire to mount up with wings like eagles. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. We have the world to change. Hello and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Did you know that someone could have an eating disorder and still look perfectly normal? They won't necessarily be overly thin or appear malnourished. They could even be overweight. Diagnosable eating disorders can take multiple forms, primarily including anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. However, you can experience disordered eating and not meet the criteria for a diagnosis. In efforts to prevent disordered eating from occurring, it is advisable to acquire a healthy mindset and relationship with food. For instance, seek to appreciate your body for what it can do, not just for how it looks. See food as fuel and calories as energy. Be active and move to be filled with joy rather than exercise intensely to punish yourself for overeating. Severe food restriction can result as a means of control, particularly when someone is losing control in other areas of their life. For those who struggle with binge eating, it is the loss of control that furthers the binge and purge cycle. Self-loathing often follows a binge, where shame and despair can literally impact a person's ability to function. It is not uncommon for a client to seek treatment in efforts to manage their depression or anxiety, and later discover they engage in disordered eating. Are you in a negative cycle of restriction and binging? Ask yourself these questions. Is what I'm doing with regard to my eating patterns sustainable to help me achieve my long-term goals? Does the food or the amount of food I eat help me function well in day-to-day living, focus on my work, and get along with others? Do I tend to put myself down and obsess about food when I'm around certain people or places? Do insensitive comments from family members tend to send me on a downward spiral? Does unlimited time on social media impact my mood and mindset for the worse? Do I tend to be more insecure and jealous when I soak up my free time scrolling through a newsfeed? Eating disordered behaviors are often unhealthy coping responses for escaping uncomfortable emotions. If you are someone who personally struggles with disordered eating, you have taken a step toward positive change. You pushed play, and you took the time to listen to something new in efforts to help you overcome your challenges. Acquire a team of professionals who can provide specialized care, particularly if you have a diagnosable eating disorder. It is recommended to be linked with a primary care provider, a registered dietitian, a licensed counselor, and a psychiatrist if referred. For more informative support, you can visit www.nationaleatingdisorders.org. With an added layer of insight, I hope this message furthers your compassion toward everyone, including yourself. Have a wonderful Wisdom Wednesday.
Thank you for listening. To hear more inspiration, visit myteenpod.com. If you like today's message, please bless someone else and share it with a friend.